I found the door at the end of the hallway when I came home from work at first. I thought I was tired. Long shifts mess with your head like that. You start seeing things that don't belong. But I stood there for a long time, keys still in my hand, staring at the door and knowing, absolutely knowing, it hadn't been there yesterday. That my house is small. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a narrow hallway that ends at a blank wall. I've lived here for 3 years. I know every crack in the paint, every place the floorboard groans. There has never been a door at the end of that hall, but now there was. It was old, darker than the rest of the house. The wood looked swollen, like it had absorbed years of moisture. No handle, no lock, just a thin vertical seam where it could be opened. I told myself someone must have installed it while I was gone. That made no sense. I live alone, but it was better than the alternative. I touched it. The door was warm. Not sun-warmed. Body-warmed. I pulled my hand back like I'd been burned. That night, I didn't open it. I slept with my bedroom door locked, telling myself I'd deal with it in the morning. Still, I dreamed of it. In my dream, the door was open just a crack, and something on the other side was breathing slowly, patiently, like it knew I'd eventually come back. That I woke up at 3:12 and there was a sound in the hallway. A soft scrape. Like wood against wood. I stayed completely still, listening. The sound stopped. After a long silence, I heard it again, closer this time. Slow. Careful. That I didn't leave my room until sunrise. In the daylight, the door looked worse. The wood was darker, the grain twisted in ways that made my eyes slide off it. I noticed something else then. It was taller. Yesterday, the top of the door frame had stopped a few inches below the ceiling. Now it nearly touched it. I laughed. A short, nervous sound. Houses don't change overnight. Doors don't grow. I tried to remove it. I grabbed a hammer, wedged the claw into the seam, and pulled with everything I had. The door didn't move. The wall around it did. Hairline cracks spread outward, spiderwebbing across the drywall, as if the door was anchored to something deeper than the house itself. I stopped when I heard a faint sound from the other side. Breathing, not loud, not threatening, just steady, calm, like it was listening to me struggle. I backed away. That afternoon, I called a friend and asked him to come over. I didn't explain much, just said something was wrong with my house. When he arrived, I took him straight to the hallway. The wall was blanked and no door. No cracks. Nothing. I felt cold all over. I pointed to where it should have been, babbling, trying to explain. He watched me with a look I didn't like, the kind people reserve for bad news and worse realizations. Man, he said gently, you should get some sleep. The moment he left, I heard it again. A soft knock from the end of the hallway. I didn't have to look. I knew it was back. That night, the knocking continued. 3 slow taps. Over and over. Not loud enough to be threatening, but impossible to ignore. I sat on my bed with my phone in my hand, recording audio, whispering the time and date, proof for myself that I wasn't imagining it. 3:17 a.m. The knocking stopped. Something else replaced my voice, muffled, distorted, coming from behind the door. It was saying my name. It sounded like me, but wrong, like a recording played at the wrong speed. It begged me to open the door, told me it was cold, told me it just wanted to come home. I screamed at it to stop. It laughed. In the morning, the door was open, just a little. Inside was darkness. Not the absence of light. This was thicker than that. Heavy, pressing outward. The air smelled old, like dust and rot and something faintly sweet. I saw something on the inside of the door, scratches, from fingernails. On the floor leading away from the doorway were marks, like something had been dragged out and then dragged back in. I slammed the door shut. I tried to leave the house. My car wouldn't start. My phone had no signal. The windows wouldn't open. Every exit led me back to the hallway. The door began to change faster after that. Each hour, it grew wider, taller. The seam gaped like a mouth barely holding itself closed. The breathing was louder now. Excited. 3:17 a.m. tonight. It stopped breathing. The door opened by itself. What stepped out was wearing my face. It moved like it was still learning how. Its smile was too wide. Its eyes were wrong, too deep, too empty. It looked at me with recognition, not curiosity. It knew me. It said, "You don't need the house anymore." I ran into the darkness behind it because there was nowhere else to go. The door closed. If someone finds this recording, don't come looking for me. And if a new door appears in your house tomorrow, one you swear wasn't there before, do not open it. because something is already inside, trying to take your place.